Supervisors. Your report, please. How are the contestants doing?
Bueno.
Madam Host, the contestants are doing great, and the competition is proceeding as scheduled. However, when it comes to Ixbalanque...
No leads, huh? The competition is almost about to begin, and there's still no sign of him?
Not what you expected?
Not necessarily. Still, let's go give everyone a warm welcome before we kick off.
Vale. A ver, me imagino que... Sí, es que claro, todavía no sabemos si va a participar o no. Es decir, esto es una intuición que tiene Mavuika.
I believe we're all warmed up. Now, take your positions. This iteration of the pilgrimage is the perfect chance for us to bid farewell to the past. Now go forth and soar. Faster, higher, stronger. Remember what brought you here and keep pushing forward. This tournament begins now!
Vale.
Alright.
Ah, mira qué
Ready or
guay.
not, here I come.
Claro, se imagino que no sé si sean fotos de todos participando, ¿no? Menos nosotros.
There's Mualani, a natural sports star. She's not gonna stop scoring anytime soon.
I've got this. This round's in the bag.
Efectivamente. Ah, bueno, y claro, y que Chris no tiene voz, ¿sabes? Un circuito vertical. Hora de dejarlos a todos atrás.
Kanich is coming up to the trickiest parts of the course here. But is he slowing down? No! He's speeding up! Amazing!
Ostras, está detrás Citlali, Citlali le está costando subir.
How's he so fast?
Permiso.
The gap between our competitors has increased significantly. Could this mean?
Claro, casi ya tiene el bicho este.
Oh! Contestant Kachina has suddenly appeared from the side.
Claro, a la hora de volar, a lo mejor sí que Citlali le saca ventaja, pero...
So annoying.
Efectivamente, que está atrás del todo, la tía.
The competition has entered its final phase.
Toma.
Who will emerge
Qué épico, ¿eh?
victorious? We're about to find
Bueno,
out.
se ha matado así un poco cutre, pero... Qué épico esto, ¿no? Bueno, imagino que al final quedarán Kinich y Mualani, por lo que estoy viendo, porque... Kachina, ¿por qué no está? Pero esa habilidad no la tiene gracias a Hao. ¡Te tengo! ¿Y bien? ¿Admites tu derrota?
I yield.
Our champion has emerged, and his name is Kanich!
Pero campeón de todo, o solo de esta ronda.
That's amazing!
Ah, o sea que ha ganado todo.
Yeah, that's our Kanich. I knew he'd win. What? So not only is the little punk hard to kill, but he's good at fighting too? He does have some skill.
You beat me fair and square, Kanich. People always talk about how tough you are. Now it's funny. I was thinking to myself earlier that I might have a shot at winning this. Unless I have to face Kanich in the final.
Come on, dude. What are you talking about?
Losing to Kanich isn't really a loss at all.
You've more than proven yourself, too. You could beat me up 30 times over.
Oye, ¿es eso? Están reconociendo tu fuerza también. Sigue así y en otra ocasión podremos hacer la revancha.
Yeah.
You're both so good. But wait, if that's the end, where's Ixbalanque?
Sí, o sea, ha ganado Kanich.
Wait, aren't we missing someone? Lord Ixbalanque. Now that you mention it, where is he?
A lo mejor se ha caído en la trampa de Dorón. Se ha caído en la trampa de Dorón y por eso no ha participado, qué cabrón. Jodido Dorón, tío. ¿Por qué me miran así? Es cierto que he ganado, pero no soy Ixbalanque.
Huh? Are you saying that you beat Ixbalanque then? Just kill me now. Better death than to suffer this torture. What a...
Digo, la verdad es que antes de torneo no conocía al subcampeón. ¿Dónde sueles entrenar?
That's impossible, right? Could he have placed so well because of some connection with Lord Ixbalanque?
You mean, he might be Ixbalanque?
Bueno.
Wait, I'm Ixbalanque now? That's
Pobre hombre.
news to me.
Y este tío será un random, ¿sabes? Lo peor, ese tío será un random y le está llamando a Ixbalanque.
I've got it! Lord Ixbalanque didn't want to steal anyone's thunder, so he must have lost the tournament on purpose.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. This is the most holy pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame. How could anyone throw a match?
Whoa, did Paimon say something wrong? Now everyone's talking about Ixbalanque.
Sí, sí, o sea, está echando la culpa al pobre hombre.
Still, that guy was almost too good, wasn't he? We've never heard of him before, but he was still going toe-to-toe with Kenichi. Could he really be?
No creo, la verdad, pero bueno. A lo mejor sí, oye, quién sabe, pero... Lo dudo muchísimo. Yo creo que más bien le está cayendo la idea a este tío.
Huh? Well, what are you looking at, Mavuika?
Uy, ha visto a Ixbalanque.
I felt that something was off since the tournament began. Reflecting back on it, it wasn't because I could sense Ixbalanque's power, but rather that I could not.
El niño. ¿Quiere decir que Ixbalanque no está aquí o que no resucitó con su aspecto original?
Please, excuse me.
¿Está yendo hacia los demás aspirantes? Bueno, no creo que ninguno de estos.
There you are.
Ya, va a ser el niño que está detrás.
No unimaginably strong soul aura, nor any whiff of extraordinary power.
O está hablando de este.
But I know, beyond any doubt, that you
Ah, mira,
are
ve.
Ixbalanque
¡Ostras!
himself.
Pues no tiene mal aspecto, ¿eh? Hostia, no, que mola. Tiene aspecto guay.
Huh? Who's that? I've never seen him before.
Aunque es un niño, ¿no?
Isn't that Mauso? Like, Tato's grandson?
Hostia, la capa. La capa mazo de
When
bug,
did
tú.
he sign up for the tournament?
La
Did he
capa
even
está
fight
mazo de
anyone
bug,
out on the
tío.
field?
La capa está mazo de bug, no me jodas.
What are you talking about? He's been standing there this whole time.
La
I
capa.
totally thought he was just there to cheer the others on.
¿Pero esto solamente es a mí o esto le ha pasado a todos? No sé, yo no he visto... Es que no he querido spoilearme, pero no me jodas. Como solo sea a mí, tío.
Wait, so that's Ixbalanque? But he's just a kid.
Hombre, el aspecto mola un montón, la verdad que se han currado. Por lo menos. No es el típico NPC, por lo menos, oye. Está bien.
Well, this kid doesn't look like he can take a single punch from the almighty Dragon Lord. Kahula-how!
Ahora que lo pienso,
Be 1 second and all!
nunca hacen a personajes jugables niños. Es decir, han hecho niñas como Klee, como Kachina, como Yasan incluso. Pero nunca hacen a niños pequeños. No
Huh?
sé por qué.
That's Lord Ixbalanque? But, I mean, he was right next to me for most of the tournament. And he...
Y la verdad.
You recognized me? Perceptive. No less than
No me
expected of
jodas
this
que va a estar
era's
así todo el
pyro
rato, tío.
archon.
No me jodas que va a estar con la capa bugueada todo el rato, tío. No lo puedo creer.
Forgive me for asking, but how did you do in the latest tournament?
Esa capa que es, tío. Pero cómo... No lo puedo creer.
I didn't even make it to the final 32.
No!
Madre de Dios.
This is a joke, right? It has to be. It's clearly staged.
Out of my way! I've got to see Lord Ixbalanque for myself!
As expected, your return has caused quite the commotion.
Lo voy a mirar, Voy a mirar si todas las capas de los juegos están bugueadas. Solamente la de este tío. No hay tiempo para hablar. Lleva al maestro Ixbalanque a un lugar seguro. Yo me encargo de esto.
Please, remain calm, everyone. Lord Ixbalanque is one of the most important people in all of Natlan. I will take responsibility for receiving him into our midst.
Ya no he ido al Arconte. Ella se encargará de este asunto. No se preocupen, les avisaremos en cuanto los sepamos más. Madre de Dios. No sé, como que Mavuika no se fía mucho de él, ¿no? O sea, es que... No sé, como que no tiene una actitud muy Ixbalanque. Y la capa menos aún. Pero bueno. Parece que Mavuika nos está haciendo señas a Paimon y a mí para que la sigamos.
She's calling us! Quick, let's go! Hey, wait up!
Madre santo Dios, tío. Qué putada lo de la capa, tío. Yo creo que quedaría más épico sin la capa, tío. Pero os digo, voy a mirar más gameplays por si acaso solo es a mí. Espero que no. Joder, es que me da la capa, tío. Es que no me puedo creer.
Okay, this should be far enough. Sorry for making you walk all this way. I am Natlan's current leader and Pyro Archon Mavuika.
Porque estoy bastante seguro de que hecho aposta no está.
Lord Ixbalanque, I said I was inviting you for a chat, but to be perfectly honest, this is also my first time doing something like this, so I don't even know where to begin.
Santo cielo, tío.
Oh?
Oh no, he doesn't sound too impressed.
You mean you've never hosted a long dead guy on his first trip home before? No worries. It's a first for me too.
I didn't realize you also had a sense of humor.
Wait, really? Hang on, I think I just realized something. You're telling me that neither you nor your companions know that I, Ixbalanque, was totally hilarious?
All the woven scrolls regarding your life depict you as a wise and upright person. According to legends, you also use the divine throne to negotiate with the ruler of death, establishing the set of rules unique to Natlan. As for your sense of humor, no sources have ever touched upon it. Maybe it's better to say that we know even less about you than we expected.
I see. In that case, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am the first Pyro Archon, Ixbalanque. You may call me dear beloved son, or just Lanque for short.
Wow, talk about being overly familiar.
Shh, Paimon, ¿este quieres que te pegue?
And these two are?
Pero los héroes.
Allow me to introduce the Traveler and Paimon. They're important friends of Natlan and our companions. Great heroes who helped us defeat the Abyss for good.
Ah, I see. I was about to say, why did a child follow us all the way here? Though you could say the same for me. And judging by your expression, that's exactly what you're saying.
Pues sí, precisamente.
And there's where you'd be wrong. This body belongs to a child of present-day Natlan. I'm only possessing it temporarily.
I see. Your physical body couldn't be revived, so you had to borrow someone else's. But what about the original owner? Is he, okay?
Como me imagino.
No need to worry. My existence has not affected this child in any way. This body's original occupant is currently experiencing a fantastic dream.
Soy yo, la capa cada vez va más rápido.
I have my own plans. And as for my reasoning, you'll find out soon enough. Alas, this borrowed body is a bit lacking when it comes to exercise, and hasn't really trained any aspect. I tried my best at the tournament, but could only get so far given my physical limitations.
Me parece el Doctor Strange, tío, con la capa.
Oh, that explains why you couldn't make a deep run. You're not used to this body, are you?
I wish that was the only problem. I'm simply unable to do a lot of larger movements. Oh, and my usual climbing and jumping motions aren't exactly suited for him either. Also, you've got to be twice as careful in a borrowed body. If I pushed him too hard and got him hurt, I'd be no better than a criminal. I could never do anything like that.
Indeed. Still, the great shaman Lali learned about your impending resurrection from the Wayab, but we still don't know why you've returned.
Oh, is it time to get serious then? All right, serious mode activated. Ahem. In any case, you've already touched on the topic. I did indeed strike a deal with the ruler of death. She once asked me why I prayed for her power as a mere mortal, and why I yearned to save a nation in peril. I convinced her with the promise of perpetual existence and the everlasting flame of life. So, she shared her strength with me, and allowed Natlan to operate under brand new rules. I told her that the plan would be a grand, long-term one in which victory would not come for some time. Certainly not within a mortal lifespan. Still, I knew that someone else would bring it home. She assented to my request, and became an observer of our tale. Seeing her interest, I also asked that I, as the one who laid the foundation, be granted an opportunity to see the new world with my own eyes, if we actually did manage to triumph in the far future.
Ah, so your return is a special favor granted by the ruler of death.
More like a bet I made with her. Even gods have things that pique their interest. I bet correctly on the outcome of this war, so this trip is my reward.
How do you feel about the Natlan of today? Does it meet your expectations?
Oh, I like it a lot. Could you tell me more, by the way? I'd love to know how you managed to win the war.
As you know, ours was an exceedingly grand, long-term plan. I'll skip over the most ancient parts and start with what I know. The battle from 500 years ago. The disaster struck suddenly, and Natlan was engulfed in darkness. Our land and faith were both shattered, and everyone believed that our nation's end was nigh. But even when thrust into battle against the abyss, fate, and the passage of time, our heroes did not give up hope of victory. We each shouldered our heavy duty using the power that you left behind. All the Pyro Archons in the last 500 years have devoted their lives to banishing the abyss, rebuilding our tribes and faith, and uniting the people as one. As for me, I decided to head 500 years into the future. That is, the present. So I might finally bring together our people's resolve, which has stood firm for thousands of years, and fight for our final victory.
Eso es un poco el resumen de todas las misiones que hemos hecho de
Of course, I
Arconte.
had prepared for the worst. That I would awaken to naught but
Sí,
monsters,
son...
corpses, and ruins where our
Bueno, esta
nation
no.
once stood.
Esta la verdad es que no. Esta es nueva, ¿eh? O sea, esto sí que apareció, pero no está
Had
aparte.
that happened, there would have only been one thing left for me to do. Fulfill my final duty as a warrior, and then witness the end of the world helplessly. Still, the outcome proved that our faith was not misplaced. This victory, and the miracle that it created, is the greatest reward for all who gave everything to protect our realm.
Yeah. Had anything gone wrong, whether in the past or in the now?
I have always believed you to be shrewd. Surely, such a quality was needed to bargain with the ruler of death, and win so much for us in the process. Natlan was only able to overcome this crisis with your help.
Se ha reparado la capa más o menos, ¿no? Está ahí un poco como... No sé, como que va a echar a volar en cualquier momento, pero la atraviesa aún así.
All these millennia later, and the people of Natlan have finally achieved victory over fate. If future generations will call me the one who created the rules and initiated the plan, then you are the one who inherited those rules. The final executor of the plan. The one who created a miracle. Beginnings and endings. Creation and change. Mavuika, you truly are a remarkable leader. It is...
Please, you're too modest. Rather, it's our honor to welcome you back to this world.
Ah, and that's the perfect segue to something that you should know. You see, you don't have to worry too much about my second life, since I'll only be here for a single day. Like, from sunrise to sunset.
O sea, que ha venido aquí de visita, básicamente, de vacaciones.
A single day?
What?
A ver, tampoco esperaba mucho, es decir... Pero si el día está a punto de acabar.
That's why I said you won't have to worry too much about the boy this body actually belongs to. I'll be long gone by this time tomorrow. Besides, no one ever said I was actually going to return and stick around for years and years, right? This is just a short little outing back home, so I can see some of my compatriots again. Still, I've got to say, it has not been an easy trip. After being resurrected, I woke up in the home of a normal boy and wanted to take a quick dip to relax.
Ostras.
Only to have my trouser legs snagged by a fishing line
O sea,
that came out of nowhere.
que al final sí pescaron a Ixbalanque. En el primer episodio decían, vamos a pescar a Ixbalanque, y al final no han pescado.
And once I
Ostras.
finally made it to shore,
Y el Orón
I
también.
decided to take a stroll and see the sights, only to step into a trap along the way. Beats me who'd put a trap out there, and there wasn't even anybody around to check it.
Es que Orón también le preparó una trampa, ¿sabes?
Thankfully, the bottom was pretty soft, so I lay down and took a nap
No,
before
tal
getting
y
up to
como dijo
continue
Orón,
on my merry way.
Tal y como dijo Orón, tú.
This is so embarrassing.
Se la ojé. Vaya amigos hecho en Atlas, macho.
After countless trials and tribulations, I finally managed to sign up for the tournament. But then, I ran into a girl who claimed to be a fitness coach. She insisted that my muscles weren't up to snuff, and made me do twice as many warm-up exercises as everyone else. Oof, you guys in the future sure have it rough.
Sí, la verdad es que es complicado.
Well
Pero
then,
ha sido muy mala suerte.
what's next for you?
Oh, what a great question. I was just about to get to that. You're a pretty considerate gal.
Es que parece el hijo de Mavuika, no me jodas.
So, I do have a small wish that I haven't been able to fulfill. I managed to participate in the pilgrimage, but alas, my potential is restricted by this form. It sure would be nice if I could show everyone what I could actually do.
Why is he stealing glances at us like that?
Ah, quiere mi cuerpo, el hijo puta.
Well, now that I've said it, care to help an old man out, hero?
Yo, bueno, a ver qué puedes hacer.
Ahem. See, I was also quite the formidable warrior in my time. Surely a match for Mavuika. I mean, I was the first Pyro Archon after all. I could shake the cliffs with a single punch, scale mountains with a single leap.
Me gusta esto así, el puño.
Very formidable indeed. So, you'd like to spar with me?
Yes.
Vaya.
Using your current body?
No.
Will he be able to handle
Y
it?
creo que quiere mi cuerpo.
Don't worry. I'll find a suitable location for our duel, and a way to keep this body safe.
Ah, vale.
The first sun. The ardent sun. This star is a flame burning with a passion that will consume all. From the moment I first saw you, I knew you to be a true warrior, just like me. Surely you shall not refuse me this battle, O inheritor of my ancient name, the burning sun, Kiongozi Mavuika.
I accept.
Brilliant. In that case, let us free ourselves from mortal shape. Let the ancient souls guide you to the true arena of duels.